Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're working on the bird journal. I'm doing a few other little bits and pieces as well. So I thought I'd start off just going over this little piece that I made last week. In fact, for me it was probably a couple of weeks ago when I made it, so I can't remember how far I got with it in the video, so I thought I'd just show you. I know I did a few little extra bits afterwards just to kind of decorate and finish it off, and so I thought I'd go through it with you, just show you where it, how far I've got with it. I've got another little thing I want to add as well. So I don't know if I did this little bit, just a little bit of decoration on the front, just to, just to finish it off really. And inside, I made this journal card tag thing. I had to back, although this was quite light coloured, I did decide to put a bit of paper on it to make it easier to write on. And pop that in there, and I just did a little, found this label, I think it's one of the Tracy Fox labels, and it says Vulpes virginianus I think, red foxes said to be rather numerous, and I'm thinking it's got a fox on it, so I thought that was perfect, so I just popped that there. And then I've got these put these little, I think I cut these out of the it's all out of the paper pad that I've used. Cut these couple of things out just to decorate the flip out part of it, and a little bit of the lace that I was gifted by Rhonda, just on the edge there. I thought they're so adorable. They're like the little cubs he's guarding his little cubs. I like to make a little story out of some of these things. And then that flips out, and so I can't remember if I put there's a couple of little the journal cards from the pack, but I think they're 2 by 2. Let me see. Okay, I think they're what size are they? They're about 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I suppose they're meant to be 2.5 by 2.5 ish. Anyway, the little square pieces from the pack popped in there. So thank you, saw me make the extra pocket. I don't know if I filled the pockets online or not. I can't in the video. I can't remember. And then this is another journal card cut from the pad, and you can write on the back of that. It's light enough, I think, to do that. But I just love that. And he's quite a fierce looking character peering over the top. And then in this little side pocket here, I've got a little journal card with the squirrel on, and I've just backed that. So that's the inside. And then I looked at the back and I thought, well, that's just so beautiful as well, and I thought I need to do something more. So I've taken a couple of the journal cards from the pad, cut this one to size to make a pocket, and I thought I'd put that there. And then I picked the squirrel. I'd forgotten that I'd got the squirrel inside, otherwise I'd probably have done another one, but I love the squirrel. So that's going to go in, and they've just both been sewn around. I'm a bit late starting this morning, later than I planned, because when I started sewing around this, my bobbin ran out, so I spent about half an hour just filling bobbins. Just thought, while I'm at it, I'll do a load of bobbins. Sorry, it's nearly lunchtime. Thought I'd have a coffee just to keep me going. Right, so I'm just going to pop this on here. So there's not much more to do, and I just need to put a little tab on my journal card. I mean, whichever side you look at these papers, they're beautiful. I mean, it seems quite a shame to cover any of this up, really. And I was going to make a big tag to go in this pocket from the papers, but a lot of the papers were suitable to make a tag, but often the backs are just beautifully decorated as well, and I just thought I can't bear to cover them up, so I've got to find a way of using some of these things so that I can use both sides. And I may end up having to cover up some things eventually. Just can't keep it all, but I thought, well, actually the simplest thing is to use an actual journal card. I mean, the reason I didn't originally want to use one is because they're all facing that way. They're all horizontally orientated, which makes for a good pocket. which is what this one is going to be, but it means that the journal card goes into the pocket the wrong way round. But I hope I've got that on not too low. Oh, got a bit of room to manoeuvre, that's good. Okay, I think we're in. Just moving it around a bit so it's okay. I think I'm going to make that good. Right, so while that's just setting, I just got to address the issue of the tab on this card. I'm going to have it going in that way because actually the little squirrel completely disappears, so you don't see him, and then when you pull him out it's like a little surprise. So I want to put a tab on the top here, and I cut a piece out of the front page, you know, the page where right on the front where you just get all these little panels. So I thought, well, that'll be ideal to make tabs with. So I've got either, and this one I picked because of the blackberries. So I thought I'll either use that one, which I do like. I did manage to get two out of the same little piece, and I just used circle punches to do these. So this one is another shape of punch, which I could use. But I do like this one with all the, got most of the blackberries on that one. I think that's what I'm going to use. So let's just stick that on. Okay, so I think I need to, or did I? No, I've already inked it. That's good. Okay, let's just glue this on, and then hopefully the pocket will be ready to receive its little journal card. I nearly bought myself, or I was thinking of buying myself one of these tab punches, but they're quite expensive, and actually, really, you only need a circle punch, and you could just make a nice little shape out of it, and that's good enough, I think. So I don't think I'm going to buy one of those. What's that? Some sort of glue stuck to my finger. Right. Okay, and then he can pop in there. Oh, just his little nose pokes out, look at that. That's cute. I'll move it over a little bit. Just got his nose poking out the pocket. So there we are. So I thought that just finishes it off, having a pocket on the back. I love this piece. I'm really pleased with it. I really need to do some more work to, you know, finish off the other ones I made. But this one is definitely going to go in the bird journal, the bird stroke nature journal, because there's no birds on this. Oh no, there is one. Mr. Fierce over there. Alright, so that is the first thing I wanted to do today. Now I did mention in my last video, if you've watched it, that I was thinking of making a little outing to Hobbycraft, which is our hobby and craft shop in this country. And I did, and I had a bit of a spend up. Very bad. But I mean, I had a lot of pent-up spending over the last several months. So one of the things I was really wanted to get was some more of the lace that I've been using. I've been using it certainly in the travel journal, but I've used it in a lot of my journals. It's all the same lace, but they've got all these different colours, and there were some colours that I hadn't had before. So there's a purple, rich purple, it's gorgeous, but there's lace, it's just that really soft, really pretty lace, and I love it. So so I got some of that, and I've just got to put them all on a card. I like to keep all my laces on a piece of card like this. It just keeps them organised. So I've got a space now where I've used up the last of the pale blue, so that will go back on there. So I'll just cut pieces of card out of old cereal boxes or something just to keep them tidy. Otherwise you get in a bit of a mess, don't you, with your piles of lace. So that's the purple, and of course I managed to get some more of this colour that I use a lot and I absolutely love. So I'll be able to use some more of that on my vintage travel journal. So that's good. And then they also had, which I hadn't seen before, the darker colour, the teal. I mean, isn't that glorious? I love that. So that may also go on the travel journal. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. And I think they only had a little bit. You could tell the colours that were popular because there was hardly any of this left. So I think I've ended up getting two pieces because they had two separate pieces. That was all they had left, so that was fine. I thought, well, I don't need really long pieces all in one go. Some more of the coffee colour because that's really pretty and very useful for all sorts of things. And I've nearly run out of that one as well. And I think I've also had this one before, which is that pretty coral colour. So yeah, I was really pleased that they'd got all those. I just kept pulling them out. But, oh, this colour and this colour and this colour. Yes, I enjoyed that. Okay, so that's the lace. And then I also picked up these two fat quarters. These were both reduced a little bit, not a lot, but reduced enough to interest me, and I thought this was really nice. This is a William Morris fabric, and this is the thing I think I'm going to try and see if it works in the journal, but I'm thinking I might make a pocket out of one of these, if not pockets back and front, because I just think they are perfect to go in the nature journal. This one in particular took my eye, and I was thinking straight away that would go really nice, and we'll try that out. I want to do that today, try and see if we can make a pocket to go in the front of the journal, maybe a different fabric in the back. So there's that one, there's this one, which is also really, I mean, these are just beautiful, these William Morris, and this dark blue, aren't they gorgeous? Just love these. They are. I didn't know they did these, and this one as well. It's really pretty. So I'm going to try and think of some things I can do with these. It may be just a case of making some ruffles, but if I can think of something else to make with them, I certainly will. Because they're the William Morris, which got the name, you only get 4 in your fat quarter, whereas a lot of the packs you get 5. So, and then this one took my eye, and I don't know really what I'm going to use it for. I'm just going to undo it, but I just liked it, and I have to think, do I really need that? But it was also a £5 one. They're usually 7, so it wasn't a big saving, but every little helps, as they say. So they're quite different, but I particularly love the red. These 3 red ones. These were the ones I really like. And then you've got this kind of, so this is this colour in here, is picked out here as just a plain. It's like it is a bluey purpley colour, really beautiful, but just plain. And then this one was rather nice. I thought that was a really interesting design as well. That's a bit different. So I haven't really got any plan for this. I just couldn't resist because I just thought they were just really beautiful. So that was those. So that's my two little fat quarters. So really like those. As if I need more material. I mean, I do have quite a lot, but I don't have anything like as much as a lot of people, I'm sure. But I do have plenty. Okay, so then I bought a couple of these. These are like the crochet trims, which are really quite useful. And I don't have an awful lot of these. I have a few, but what I wanted was these because they were a bit narrower. I've got a few wide-ish ones, but I like that because that's quite nice at the top, to edge something with. And that's quite a nice little one. I like that. And this one is similarly. This one's got a pin in it. I think it was so full they actually had to pin it. Again, it's a nice little edgy one, top of a pocket or something like that. I think that's really nice. So I like those. Got those. What else did I get? Oh, I got a little tube of food colouring. I thought I might try and do some dyeing with food colouring. And they had loads of colours, but as I've never done it, I thought, no, just get one and try it. This is called Jade, but it obviously looks really turquoise to me. So I thought it'd be quite nice to have some turquoise papers and maybe do some doilies or maybe some fabric or something. I really don't know how it'll work out, so I'm just going to give it a try with the one colour. And if it works well, I might get some more. So that's that. That's a project for the future. And then they had like a clearance bin. They had a clearance aisle, but I don't think a lot of the things were actually on clearance in that they hadn't been reduced. But they had all these little stamps for £1. And they had loads and loads of initials, so I just got the K, just because why not? Why wouldn't you? Your name starts with a K. I thought I'd just try that. Then I got this globe, which is really handy, because that I could probably do some stamping in my little vintage travel journal. And then they had couple of little backgroundy ones, just for sort of decorative elements. I just picked those up because they're only £1 each, and I thought, well, I might give them a try. They're nice for perhaps doing a bit of a corner on a blank page or something like that. So I got those. And then the couple of things that I thought they actually were in the clearance aisle, but I don't think I got on any kind of reduction on. A couple of Tim Holtz items. So this is the design tape, and you get 8 pieces, but I'm pretty sure I had to pay full price for it, but that's okay. It was something I wanted. They don't look particularly, what's the word, naturey. This is not a naturey one. This is more of a travel themed one, I think, and a bit more general. So I thought, well, I'll give that a go. And the other one, and I was a bit annoyed that they didn't reduce this one, but I didn't know until I got to the checkout, was this Tim Holtz paper pad, because I know that he's not doing them anymore. And it was the only one they had. And you can see it's not actually in great condition. It's the back and the front have both come away. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the papers. The papers are okay, but it was not, it wasn't particularly, new looking, shall we say. But there was no price up, and so I just bought it because I know that, we can't get them anymore. So I thought I'd try. And it's got maps. It's got a lot of travel stuff with aeroplanes, which is not a lot of use for my vintage travel journal. But if I do it this way, you can see there's some map pages, which I thought I might be able to use. And I quite like some of these sort of things. They're quite neutral and general, and I thought, well, I will use them. And I do like this blue page. It's really pretty. And it's got tickets and stuff on the other side, so that's a lovely. So there's quite a few there I can use. I'll use most of them, I think, except possibly the aeroplanes. So even this bit I could probably find a use for, and it's got a grid on the other side. So I thought, well, I can certainly use that. There's lots of stuff in there that I would enjoy using. And funnily enough, the same day when I got home, my other Tim Holtz paper pad arrived from Amazon, and that's this one, which is the wallflower, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really, really pleased with that. So I've got a bit late to the party on the Tim Holtz paper front, because this is the first time I bought any, just as he decides to stop doing them. So I thought, oh, I better just get some and just see what all the fuss is about, really. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. I think it's beautiful, and hopefully I will definitely be using that in due course. There's some gorgeous pages in there. So there we are. That was my little haul from Hobbycraft. I did also buy some more bobbins and some thread, some ordinary stuff for sewing. I don't really need to show you those. You know what they look like. So that's it. So I'm just going to clear this lot away, turn the camera off, and then we'll start looking at what I need to do in the journal, and hopefully make a pocket with one of these beautiful fabrics. All right, I'll be back in a mo. Okay, I'm back with my journal and my fabrics, and let's see which one works best, because what I thought would be nice, there's a few, because this has got this navy fabric on the liner. One of these fabrics would work really nicely in here, but obviously I want it to go quite well with the other page as well. So there's this one, which I think would work. I have a feeling they're all going to work, and then I'm just going to have to make some sort of choice. That would work, but it's possibly too much blue, I think. Maybe not that one. Similarly here, I think, they're beautiful, but perhaps not on the front, maybe on the back, I don't know. So I've got this one, and we've got the little bits of colour that do coordinate with some of these colours as well, which is quite nice. And then there's this one, which I absolutely love, which I also was the one I was thinking I might use. But I'm just wondering now if I don't know, because you've got the little yellowy bits which do actually pull in the colour on here as well. Now, I think this may be the one. Absolutely love that. I might use the other one. Oh, I had a possible pocket. I think I put that there just in case. But I don't think I'll use that. I think I'll use the other fabric, possibly on the back. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I just love them. So I just have to cut this to size. Let's just see. I'll do it from the other end, not have to worry about the selvage edge then. So I'm just wondering, I had thought I might back it onto some card or something, but then that makes the pocket a bit stiff, and I was thinking it'd be quite nice to have quite a soft pocket here. But I am wondering whether to double over the fabric a bit to give it a little bit more strength, but you still get that softness of the fabric. I think that might be what I do, and then you've got the folded edge at the top, which would make it less raggedy. I might do that, and I will sew around it as well before I stick it on. So I think, you know, as I've got plenty of fabric here, it's not as if I'm going to you know, run out anytime soon. I think I might just do that. I'll just trim it across here where there's the fold line. I don't know if I'll be able to tear it, but I'll try. And then I might have to cut it to size. Let's see if I can get it to tear across, because it's probably going to come up straighter if I tear it than it would if I cut it. Okay, multiple strings. Okay, and I've still got plenty left. Right, so I've still got this piece, so I've folded it in half, and I mean it's too deep, so I'll get the width and then I'll cut it down as far as, you know, where I want it for the depth of the pocket. Okay, this will be the front, I think, because it's got more of the pattern on, more of the flowery pattern, I think. So I'm going to, I will have to just cut it, I think. So really I'm just making this up as I go along. I really don't know if this is how well this will work, but let's just cut it along there and see. Hope it's straight. Probably isn't. But I don't want it right to the edge. Okay. Now I'm just going to have to decide how deep I want my pocket. Oh, that's really not straight at the top there, so I'm going to just try and straighten this up a bit. It's probably a bad idea to cut it. I probably should have torn it and then I would have got a straight line. Okay, I think there is probably enough. That's deep enough. I'm going to cut it along here. And see how that looks. I think that will be okay. I might just pin it together so I can sew it. Now I've moved my pins to a more convenient place, but of course I can't remember what that more convenient place is. Is that right? Oh, it's the back of my rest cog. So didn't need to get up at all. There it is. It's always a danger when you move things to somewhere that seems more convenient, but actually you can't remember what you did with them. There we go, got my pins. So I just want these to line up. Which way am I going to start? Probably going to go that way. And then of course if they're not lined up, let me just take this book out of the way. If they're a bit out of alignment, I can always trim it afterwards, can't I? Just want to make sure it's completely flat. And down here. I don't need to pin this bit because it's where it's folded. I'll just hold that there. And if it doesn't work out, I've got plenty more and I can do it again. So I'm just going to sew that now. And I've got this handy piece. Oh no, I've got two little pieces. Well, I can make them into little ruffles, I suppose, or something. I shall probably be making some ruffles, I think, with these as well. I do love a ruffle. You may have guessed that. Okay, let's take off the strings a little bit. And then I've got the sewing machine right here. So I will see if I can get those sewn, see how it looks when it's been sewn. Okay. And then I'll do the same for the back pocket. Just want to move the board off my desk because otherwise my sewing machine won't lie flat, sit flat should I say. Alright, let's bring this in. So I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to zigzag. Staying as close to the edge as I can. I don't want to make the pocket too narrow. In fact, I might do the edges, the sides of the pocket on a straight because I don't want to make the pocket too small. But I do like the look of the zigzag, so I might just do that along the bottom and maybe the top as well, just to give it that decorative look. Okay, let's just get this started. Turning it on would be a good idea. Yes, there we go. Turn it. Now I think I need to do a straight stitch along the side. I think would be best. It's going a little bit wobbly, but it's such a busy pattern. I don't think you notice too much. And then I'm just going to zigzag along the top. Although I'll probably put a decorative, some sort of lace or something there, so it might not be worth bothering. But I'd like to just give myself that option. Okay, let's turn it. Right, don't really need this pin now. the needle up while I change the stitch. And away we go. Let's see how it looks. Got all my little bits off. There you go. Trim off bits I don't need. Right, just try and trim off some of these bits at the bottom. Right, let's have a look. Upside down. Nope, not that way. Right, yeah, I think that's the way round I want it. Let's just check the other side, see if I prefer it, and I don't. Okay, I could put that down, and then I've got room for a couple of nice big things in the pocket. I should probably put an envelope with my little letter. Is that too deep? One of the things I was going to put in, but I think I'll put this at the back. So, but I thought I'd keep it handy for size reference. So that could go in to one of the pockets. I think I'll probably put it in the back pocket though. And have I got something? I've got this that I could put in the front. So yeah, it needs to be about wide enough for that. So I'm going to have to make sure I glue it down really well. But I think it will just about work. Yeah. So I've got a couple of nice big things to put in the pockets at the back and the front. Or it might, one of them might go into a belly band, I don't know. But I think I'm going to stick that down. I'm just going to go for it. Right, let's get the Fabri-Tac. Getting a bit of a pile of stuff here now, as usual. I know it's a little bit creased, but my theory is it'll flatten out once it's stuck down. Don't really want to spend time ironing it. Right. Nice big dollop of glue up the side, which will have the benefit of sealing everything as well, the stitching, and it'll stop anything from fraying too far as well. And I thought if I can get these two pockets done, I might try and get some other pockets in the journal. And then I'll really feel like we're making some progress on this. And it's lovely to be able to use these fabrics straight away. I mean, I just looked at this and I thought, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. And here it is going in, which is very nice. Leave that line down. Right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my book weight, which I forget about sometimes, to hold that down. There we go. Just going to sit that just above the stitching. There we are. Love that. Such beautiful material. And so in keeping with the theme of the journal. All of the, particularly these two that I've picked out, they go so well with everything else. Great. All right, leave that to dry for a moment. What I might do is put that, and I've got to do the same the other side, the back. Some of these bits off. That's the only problem. This is a sort of a woolly fabric. It's really lovely on this as a liner, but it does attract bits and pieces to it. Bit of a shame, but never mind. Just keep brushing them off. Now, I've got to get my other piece of fabric. And that's this one here. I'm going to do the same with this one, I think. Might take a slightly different approach and tear it at the width rather than the height. See if that works. So decide on my width and see if I can tear it into at the right place. What's there? See how this turns out. Nearly there. Okay. Right. Okay, so then we've got the width we want. It's screwed up where it gets torn, that's the only problem. But I might just trim it a little bit anyway. It's actually a little bit wider than I wanted. So I think I'm going to, actually that's the top, isn't it? So let's try cutting it to size and then we'll see. So I really want it more or less the same height as the other one. So I think I'll just do it. Just measure it against that. That. I'll cut it about here. Probably take that out now. Put it there. Hold that all down. Right. Where did I? Oh, I'll do that side. Let's see if I can cut this straight. actually I'm going to have to trim this down, and I don't like it so kind of curly there, really. So I think I will cut it. There we are. Now, I think what I best do is sew it and then trim it after. I think that's what I'll do. Hold it in place again. Now I'm going to be coming down that way, aren't I? I think this is what Rachel would call bodgy crafting, but it gets things done without doing too much. I couldn't be bothered to turn in all the sides and stuff, and I think if you sew it, it should be fine. It's not really meant to be all perfectly finished, I don't think. Right. I will just move this over, and also, so what I thought I'd do, I will sew this off camera because you don't need to see me do the sewing again. I'll show it to you, and that way we'll get a bit more done in the time of the video. So I'm just going to turn you off, and then I'll come back when this is finished. Right, I'm back. I've sewn the pocket, and while I was gone, I also had a bit of lunch, just because it was getting so late, so I thought I'd do that. So the pocket has now been sewn, and yeah, that's the top, and I've trimmed it a bit where it looked a bit sort of a bit jaggedy. So there's the pocket. I think it's about right. It's not perfect, but then what is in this world? Certainly none of my stuff is ever perfect, but I'm going to stick it on anyway. So let's just get this glue on. I've got plenty up at the top near the join. So it's nice to get back into the craft room. As I mentioned in my last video, I've had bit of time out last week, so I'm back into filming ahead now, and I have decided this week this latest Roxy Creations challenge, I decided not to do this time. It was number 17, I think, is the one she did, and I thought I thought I'd just give myself a break from it and try not to overdo it this week, and hopefully I'll be able to do one next week, which will be this week for you in a way, because this is I'm filming this on Wednesday for next Monday, so you'll see this on Monday. So we'll see what Rachel comes up with for the new challenge. Maybe I'll do that one, but I wasn't sure how I would use the things that she made, the little pockets that she made. So I thought, well, I'll just take a week out. Now I did get a bit of glue somewhere that I don't want it to be on here. I think it's alright. Right, let's stick him down. Alright, here we go. Sure, I get those top of the pocket nice and firmly stuck. just trim off. I've got a little bit slightly out of alignment here. I might just trim that off if I can. Just that little corner. That wasn't terribly straight. Oh, that's better. Make sure it's all stuck. There we are. Okay, now I did notice when I had another look at this one that I must have turned it over and decided that what I was originally going to have on the back, because it's got more pattern, I turned it over and I realised that I didn't actually catch all the... When I was sewing, I must have sewn it from the other side, and I've missed a bit. I don't know if you can see that. Missed a bit of the sewing just here. It hasn't quite caught it in there. So I can't have that. It just doesn't look right. So I thought, and it makes me pleased that I did my bit of stitching across the top of the pocket, because I think I'm going to put my fabric or my lacy bit down the side instead to disguise where I didn't quite catch it, so the pocket's not properly caught there. So I thought I'd get out, try out one of my new pieces of crochet lace. Let's see if I can stand that up there. And if I just stick that along there, that will just secure that side of the pocket. Nobody will be any the wiser. And I think it would look okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I want this bit of string. No. I'm just going to trim it off. And then cut it at about there. Right, and then I'm going to glue along here. So that pocket will now be glued shut. And nobody will know I messed up my sewing. Ugh. There we are. Take off this bit here. And we'll stick on my new little bit of lace. Well, crochet type lace, which goes really well with this anyway. And it just picks up the zigzag. It sort of echoes the zigzag at the side of the cover there, which is quite nice. Almost looks like I intended it that way. Haha. Okay, so that's there. That's nice. I like that. And then I could use the same stuff on the other side, on the other pocket, but perhaps I will put that one across the top. Let's have a look. It's all stuck down now. Maybe we'll put a little bit across the top. Okay, just do a bit of final bit of gluing, and then we'll have a look and see if we can put a few pockets inside. Ooh, don't run away. Right. Don't really want that curling up particularly at the side. I want it to look straight. It's slightly on a curve, I think, this lace. But I'm going to fight it into a straight line now. Okay, and I've just got to trim off a little bit here. Trim that piece off. And then we have that pocket done. So we have two nice fabric pockets. I'm just going to check, make sure I haven't got any glue inside the pocket. Good, that looks all right. Check this one as well, and then we'll move on. Yep, I'm loving those. Right, get that out of the way. Now, I have got my little box of things that I've made for this journal, so I'm going to take out all the pockets. I tried to bring all the pockets together so they'd be easy to pull out. Let's see if I've missed any. There's another one. Oh, no, there's a few more here. That one, that one, that one. Pocket. Oh, loads of them. Okay, so we've got all the pockets I think I've pulled out. I think the rest are either tags or journal cards. It looks like I may need to make more, but I have got loads from the kits to finish off and decorate, so there'll be something I can do. So I've got what I think that's a side tuck, and that one, possibly that one. Oh, and that's another pocket there. I think that will do. I've got more pockets than anything else now. So I think we'll just see if what ones go in and look best. So let's see what we can do. Do I want to put something inside the first page? I think I might do. Put something here. Just wondering. I rather like that as a side tuck. Yep, I think I might put that one there. And then you've got the birds, sort of echoing the birds on the other side. Right, I'm just going to go for it. Where's my glue? Can't see. There it is, right in front of me. So I'm going to put that there. Not that bit. So I'm not going to have time to do a lot of pockets, but it'd be good to make a start, putting a few things in. We'll just carry on with doing the same next week. It's quite nice. This pocket says field diary on the front of it, so it's a nice way to start the journal, really. Okay, I think that's stuck. That's one. And I'll leave this. I might do a little stamping on here or something, but it's quite nice. It's a nice writing page, and I almost inevitably will do a writing board to go with this journal, but I won't do that one on camera. You've seen me do those a couple of times. Okay, so how about here? What can we put here? We definitely need a pocket. We've got a couple of, done a long thing. This I think needs to go, oh no, that is a pocket like that. It's a possibility. There's that one. I like that. No. This is another side tuck type thing, so I'll put that later on. Got this pocket. big pocket. Oh, nope, too soon for the big pocket. Nope. Still this one's in contention. Nope, it's facing, the bird's facing the wrong way, so that's going to need to be nearer the back. Although this bird's facing that way as well, but it just doesn't, it's not quite so strongly facing that way. That's another side pocket, so not quite right here. And there's this one. Also a possible contender. But I still think I prefer this one. Oh, he's cute, isn't he? He's adorable, I love him. But he's still not quite right on this page. Still like that one best, on this page. Not that one. Again, bird facing very strongly the other way. And so is this one. Oh dear. All the birds are facing the wrong way. And I am going to need to put these in somewhere, but that's, the colours are wrong. Oh, there is this one, which I do like as well. Okay, that's another possible. Gosh, I have many to choose from. This is not a pocket that can go. I've got this one. I've got lots of owls. Colours go quite well there, but I think it opens the wrong way. Yes, it's got to be on the other side. Okay, so I am choosing between these two. And actually what I quite like is that the colour of the butterfly does pick up the flowers a bit. So I think I'm going to go with my original choice. But at least I know I've checked that there's nothing better. I feel I should put a couple at the back to sort of keep the balance going. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and I think, looking at the time, I may not be able to do any more today, so we'll just carry on doing this next week. And keep going until we're done. So I think certainly I've got enough pockets for this journal. Don't need to make any more pockets, but I possibly need to make some more ephemera pieces to pop in the pockets, so I'll have to think about that. Okay, so that's it for today. It's a bit of a mixture of things today, but I'm quite glad I've got some of these things done and that we're actually working in the journal now. Although I strongly suspect there will be more things to make. But I have got a load of unfinished items in my basket, which I will have a look at and might need to get those finished. So thank you very much for joining me again today, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.